Hello, whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today, we'll not try one, but two whiskies, two Japanese whiskies, the Mars Maltage Cosmo and the Mars Maltage Cosmo Wine Cask Finish. Now, these are basically the same, only a part of the production has been put in red wine casks for a finish. There you have it. Both of them are bottled at 43% ABV. Now, before we get started, let me just put these boxes away because there's a tiny wee bit of wind and they might just fly off, and that just doesn't look good. And on the other hand, I also want to give you a bit of an introduction about Mars Whiskey, because Mars Whiskey is actually produced at very different locations. Two, in fact. On the one hand, there is the Komagatake distillery, which can be found in the Japanese Alps at an altitude of 800 meters. It was opened in 1985, mothballed between 1992 and 2011, and then reopened. On the other one is the Tsunuki distillery, and that's in southern Japan. I was about to say southern France because that's exactly where I am, but excuse me, southern Japan, and a very different location, which also means a very different terroir. Although both distilleries do use the same barley, which is concerto barley, peated and unpeated. They get it from the UK. So both of these malts are created with the same barley, but at very different locations indeed. Now, those two are put together and create the Mars Cosmo, because Mars Cosmo is a blended malt. So it stands to reason that they contain both Komagatake and Tsunuki single malts. And there you have it. Right, let's give these one a go, and we'll start with the regular one, the Mars Maltage Cosmo, the Malt Selection. Bottled at 43%, a deep golden color, clings to the glass, that's always good news. Let's give this one a go on the nose. Well, nose is a bit dark and sweet. I get some tobacco and orange juice in there, but also some walnut oil and a hint of pineapple. But if I'm being completely honest, there's no wow effect to it. It's, I wouldn't say boring, but close on the palate. Creamy and sweet. Now I get some apricots, some mandarin, tobacco again, quite a bit of nutmeg. It's very spicy, in fact. A bit of cinnamon as well. Again, not bad at all. A bit of wood smoke as well. Oh, some late wood smoke. That's nice. That's actually quite nice. Right, on the finish then. Well, that finish is short, mildly drying, with a tad of wood smoke, like I said, that I had late on the palate. It's a very Speyside-like whiskey, if I may say so, and this is the style of Komagatake, mostly, because Tsunuki is more maritime, more highland style, so this is probably predominantly Komagatake. Right, let's give the other one a go, the Mars Maltage Cosmo, but this time with a red wine finish. This is also bottled at 43% ABV. As you can see, this is a completely different color. This is almost mahogany. This is a deep bronze, and that's obviously from the red wine casks. On the nose, it's completely different. This is completely different. This is playful on red fruit, some raisins with a hint of gingerbread, some pineapple on the barbecue that evolves towards, I'd say, lychee wine. Again, not grand, but this is lovely. This is quite nice, in fact. Right, on the palate. Mm. The body is a bit light, to be honest. I get some malty sugars. It's got a malty heart, lots of cinnamon, some vanilla as well, and then quite spicy and drying. That's probably the tannins from the red wine casks. But it remains juicy enough to be interesting, but quite spicy, in fact, on the finish. Well, that finish is quite long, very spicy, but also quite drying. And it has this bitterness at the end. It's almost astringent, to be honest. A bit too much at the death. It's like, mm. Well, it does not have that smoky touch that I did have in the regular Cosmo, but nevertheless, two rather playful, not very interesting malts. But these are your daily drams, maybe if you're into Japanese whiskey. They are affordable. These are. I'll let you know though that these make one hell of a Mizuwari. But that's just between you and me. And that's all for this whiskey rambling. A big shout out to my buddy Manny. Let's not forget, Manny gifted me these two bottles to take on holiday, which I gladly did, as you can see. So a big shout out to you, Manny. Thanks a lot. And that, my friends, is all for this whiskey rambling. And I hope to see you at one of Mark's whiskey ramblings real soon. Until then, may the malt be with you. Bye.